Alright, hey, what's up? Welcome back to another PTCGL video. I apologize if I sound kind of funky. I just woke up. I was up kind of late last night because I streamed for the first time. And, I mean, I wasn't up super late. I was only up till like 10, but that's late for me. And I slept in till noon today. And I have somewhere I have to be at 5. And I just wanted to try and, get this video recorded because I don't have anything for tomorrow and I'm not going to be able to record tomorrow. But more PTCGL, and before we begin, I actually really just want to get awareness out for this, but fellow PTCG creator Chef Husky, as well as Jin G, or is it Jin J? It's Jin Letter, but they are hosting a tournament that I have been invited to. It is the Creator Cook-Off. It's going to feature me, it's going to feature Chef Husky, Jinji, as well as a bunch of other PTCG content creators, some pretty big ones, and a lot of people who are just starting out like myself. So you do have like a very big mix of creators, and basically the idea of the tournament is that we have all suggested various cards that will be standard. It will be post-Journey Together. It's happening April 5th and 6th, but we have each suggested 3 cards that we think are interesting or have some kind of unique gimmick that we're interested in seeing, and they're all going to be put onto a big wheel. The wheel will be spun, and a card will be chosen, and then everyone for that round of the tournament will be forced to build a deck using that card. So it's a really cool way to see a bunch of different strategies revolving around the same card. You're not just going to see nothing but Dragapult, Charizard, Archaludon, Dialga, stuff like that. You're going to be seeing, I don't know, let me see. Who's in here? You're going to be seeing this Lopunny. Well, you're not, because, I mean, maybe someone suggested it. Well, it won't be legal because it's yellow water. But you get the idea. You're going to be seeing some really weird out there decks, and the basic idea is, everyone's going to be given this one card, but what they're going to do with it, like, you have no idea. It's really to highlight the creativity instead of, like, the strength of a deck. So you're going to be seeing a lot of weird stuff. You're going to be seeing a lot of interesting stuff. Maybe you're going to be seeing a deck you never thought of that, you know what, you fall in love with it, and that's your new deck. But that will be happening April 5th and 6th. There will be more information coming out as we get closer to the event, but I really did just want to shout it out. I mentioned it on my stream last night, I think at the very end. But I just wanted to get that out there in today's video. But today we are playing Venusaur EX. This is a deck that I myself have built. I know that's kind of crazy for this channel specifically, but, I'm entering a cook-off. I want to get better at cooking my own decks. So this is utilizing the Venusaur from the 151 expansion. Has that Tranquil Flower ability. Once during your turn, as Pokemon is in the active spot, you can heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon. Plus Dangerous Toxwhip for 3 Grass Energy, because that's the only energy type we play. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. You know what? I think I'm probably going to cut maybe a switch. Because I feel like, yeah, I think I want to use Jet Energy. I think I'll cut a switch and maybe just a single energy switch. And I'll just throw in 2 Jet Energy. Just because he's a big bulky boy and I don't want to play any air balloons, to be honest. Just because I don't feel like I'm going to be switching out of Venusaur that much, right? Like, I think I might want to switch into Budew once or twice, but I don't think I'm going to be switching out of Venusaur into anything else super frequently. So, 2 switch, 2 jet seems pretty good for this deck. But we do play a single copy of Budew, so we can Budew it to him. This is a deck that I have built. Every deck I ever build will always have Bloodmoon Ursaluna and Fezandipiti until the end of time. Or more realistically, until they rotate. They're so good. I mean, there's no reason not to use these 3 cards in basically any deck you build. They're all free. They all just are insane. 240 for free. 3 cards for free. Item lock for free. No reason not to. And then Ogerpon is the draw engine and energy support. We do play a bunch of energy switch. So this deck's stadium of choice is Perilous Jungle. That partners really well with Dangerous Toxwhip. You're only hitting 150 against Charizard EX. You will be hitting 300. And plus the 3 damage counters from Perilous Jungle, you'll be killing Charizard. But that will also allow you to KO some other big stage 3s. However, in 2 turns instead of 1. You can KO Dragapults and Gardevoirs in 2 turns. And you're very bulky yourself, plus that Tranquil Flower, so you do have a bit of survivability. Poffin to find, our Bulbasaur and our Budew. In fact, I think I might, yeah. This originally had a Pidgeot EX in it because I was playing Grand Tree. That is the A spec of choice. Just turbo evolution. Second you get your Bulbasaur out. That's why we have 2 Ivysaurs. You just want to get into Venusaur as soon as possible. But I cut Pidgeot, so honestly, I'm feeling Nest Ball to help me find my Ogerpons. Bug Catching Set. It's a grass deck. No reason not to. 2 Boss, 4 Arven, 3 Ultra Ball, single Counter Catcher. This is my preferred number. I like 1 Counter Catcher, 2 Boss, unless like I have the room. In which case, I usually just go all out on boss. 2 switch, 1 Gardenia's Vigor. Just a massive energy boost. You can attach 2 energy from your hand in 1 turn, so you can get 3 energy in 1 turn. Instantly charge up that Venusaur. And then there's the Grand Tree, some rare candies. Pretty heavy on energy, just because we're going to be using a lot of it to get draw with our Ogerpons. And then the 2 jet energy that we just added. We are now finally in Arceus League, as you can see. Not super high up in Arceus League. I did play those shitty Glaceon decks if you saw yesterday's stream. I don't know why you're still here. V-Star was the only deck worth its salt, surprisingly, and that's basically just because it's Chien Pao minus the Chien Pao. Well, I guess not entirely. It's Chien Pao minus the Chien Pao, and all of the energy retrieval has been replaced with energy disruption. It was a fun deck, though. That stream is still up. It was my first time streaming. I'm going to try to stream more. I'm going to try and stream more varied content. I have an idea. I mentioned it, I think it was either Arcanine or Tinkaton. But I want to branch out from just PTCG content. I've never wanted to pigeonhole myself into just like a specific content category. I mean, and PTCG is a very recent thing on this channel. I think this is going to be like a week of PTCG content that I've been doing it. But I do want to branch out. Obviously, I'm going to play just whatever I want on this channel. And then, you know, if you want to stick along, see what it is, that's chill. But I've been really into Cyberpunk recently. I really want to do a challenge run in Cyberpunk, and I'm thinking that I might try and stream that. I think that would be a very fun thing to do. I just don't know YouTube's policy on nudity, because Cyberpunk's got a lot of that. I think Twitch allows it if it's in a game, and it's not, like, too crazy, but I have no idea what YouTube says about that. So maybe I won't stream it. I don't know. I'll look into that, and we'll figure shit out. But Venusaur EX, Boy MKTT, Psychic type deck. Acerola is not... Yeah, she's not standard anymore. I was gonna say, is this a... It's a Mimikyu deck, but the only Mimikyus that are standard right now are just the wall one with Safeguard that does nothing, and then there's an EX that's kind of stinky. I wanted to build a deck around that EX. Mimikyu is my favorite Pokemon of all time. So I think I might, anyways. He basically is just like Ogerpon, but worse, right? Because his attack, I think, is the exact same as Ogerpon's. It's 30 times the amount of energy you have attached to him. But with Ogerpon, you can accelerate that energy yourself for free every turn. And you get to draw a card, but with Mimikyu, you don't get to. And you just have to attach it manually, and it's really bad. Ugh, we went first, so no Budew. Can't Budew it to him. Bulbasaur. Spell for an Ogerpon. Teal Dance. Attach, see what we draw. Bug Catching Set. Let's grab... I think I'm going to grab Venusaur, so I can maybe potentially just Rare Candy next turn. Can't. Itchy Pollen. Try to see if the game would maybe break and let me do it anyways, because this game is... I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, with PTCGL. I wouldn't be surprised if I could just spam it enough and it'd be like, fine, we'll let you. Just calm down there, pal. Gardevoir. Alright, fair enough. I'm the only person who would be stupid enough to play a Mimikyu EX deck. Tatsugiri with that attract customers. So they could get... Oh, there's Mimikyu anyways. Does Gardevoir normally play Mimikyu? Probably. I mean, it's a good card to just throw in the front and do nothing with. We can't really hit around it either, actually, now that I think about it. No, yeah, Venusaur EX. Can't hit around it. We might try to go into Ivysaur if he pushes it up just to kill it. I think Ivysaur's got an attack for 70. I think it's also 3 energy, though, which is bad. So we'd have to basically charge up a Venusaur without the benefit of... I mean, I guess it doesn't block... It doesn't block effects, so I guess we could hypothetically poison confuse it and that could kill it. Because it is only damage of attacks. So actually, I honestly feel comfortable going into Venusaur EX against it, because he's only hitting me at most for 2 energy. He's only hitting me for 70. Yeah, so honestly, I think I still am fine. Rabska, interesting. Like, only grass decks play Rabska. I don't... Typically, they just choose between a Manaphy or a Jirachi. Usually Manaphy, just because damage is... There's a Perilous Jungle. Damage usually hits harder than damage counters. Tool, I don't think we play any tools. I think I originally had an evolution in here, but I think I got rid of it. I could Energy Switch. I don't know, though. I don't have any... I think I would rather maybe Bug Catching to try and guarantee myself some energy. Just so I could get some more card draw. That was probably a bad play, but I can't item lock, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Slap him with Itchy Pollen. And then depending on how next turn goes, I can either attach to the empty Bulbasaur to try and set either of them up for an evolution, or I can just go ahead and evolve and attack with the setup Bulbasaur. I don't really want to bench or play Grand Tree, because that would give him a free Gardevoir. They do only have one setup. There's nothing that's really scaring me right now. Because typically with Gardevoir, you've got your Gardevoir set up. And then you've got quite a few attackers that you can power up with said Gardevoir. Like your, there's that one match we played that had a Screamtail. There's typically Drifloon. There's one other card that they usually attack with that's just on the tip of my tongue, but I'm forgetting. Buddy-Buddy Poffin's another Ogerpon, a basic grass. We did not draw into any way to evolve just quite yet. Probably just Ultra Ball for an Ivysaur, so I can try and start doing something. They are item locked, so not a whole lot they can do right now. Thank you kindly. There's the Energy Switch. So I will just Teal Dance and hope I draw into a way to get Rare Candy or an Evolution. Nest Ball. Nest Ball. Go ahead and bench you. Poffin's kind of dookie right now. We have all the Bulbasaurs we'd ever really want, so I will just grab myself an Ivysaur. Ursaluna's prize, just realized that. Yeah, you hit 80. I could kill Tatsugiri, but that would break the item lock, and I feel like the item lock is just a lot more valuable right now, so I'm just going to Itchy Pollen them again. That's my biggest issue, right? Like, I play Budew, and then as soon as I can do something, I instantly break the Budew. But I mean, right? I'll be judging by last turn, they can't do anything. They probably just have a bunch of items in their hand. So, I mean, if they can't play the game, it makes more sense to just Budew them than it does to kill a Tatsugiri of all things, right? We don't have Jungle anymore, so that's going to make it slightly harder to kill Mimikyu. We will only be doing 10 damage a turn instead of 30. There's an Arven. Wish I could use my Arven, but this game hates me. I had a Venusaur EX deck before this. It was basically not the same. It was kind of similar. It just played... In fact, I think it kind of was basically the same. It's just instead of Ogerpon, it was Pidgeot. And there weren't any energy switches, obviously. But I tried playing it like 6 times total, and I don't know what it was. That deck bricked like hell. Honest to God, out of all 6 matches, I don't think I ever had a match where I got either a Venusaur or a Pidgeot EX up. I have no idea what it was. It would just not stop bricking. And so eventually I was like, you know what? Screw Pidgeot. I feel like Ogerpon's a better, at least for me, because you literally just need a single card to get a card. You don't get as many cards as you would with something like a Bidoof or a Dunsparce, and you don't get to pick your card like you would with a Pidgeot, but goddammit, is it consistent. There's another Bulbasaur. Don't really want to bench him. I'll just throw you up. Energy Switch you onto you. We do have an attacker fully powered up now, and then... No point in doing anything but item locking. If they can't play the game, that is also another win condition. They're probably just looking for their Curlias. Yeah, because as soon as they retreat Tatsugiri into something more valuable, I'm killing it with Venusaur. There's a Jacques. It's probably... What does Jacques do again? 2 evolution Pokemon. So that's probably going to get him their Curlia. And then as soon as it does... Oh, I was going to say I'll boss KO it. I don't have boss's orders. So as soon as it does, they'll just get to use it, and I'll have to sit here and do nothing. I mean, I can keep item locking them, so, you know. Very good state for the PTCGL right now. I tell you what. It's not Refinement Curlia. Interesting. Oh, so they're playing a rotation Gardevoir. That's why. Okay, that's I mean, probably just seeing if it works. I mean, it does. Like the basic idea of the deck's still there. It's just you got pretty shit draw power because you don't have Refinement Curly anymore. That's why the Dunsparce is there now. All right, that makes sense. I was gonna say this is very confusing, and there's the Screamtail. Is Drifloon's not rotating though, right? No, it's not, because they got the new one in the Paldean Fates. Is Screamtail better? I think we did this exact conversation in my stream, but the damage scale is less, but it's a snipe, so I guess that's the only reason, right? That you would hypothetically play. Do I want to? Do I just want to keep item locking them? They don't have any energy in the discard pile. It would be a lot harder for them to get said energy into discard. I want to keep item locking them, to be honest. Because they probably don't have a very good way to get a bunch of energy into the discard pile to then accelerate with the Gardevoir onto the Screamtail. And also, I just want to try and build up a bunch of cards. There's the Rabsca. We're not hitting the bench for anything anyways, so that really doesn't matter all that much. There's the Gardevoir. They'd have to rip a supporter to discard their hand. And judging by how hard we've item locked them, there's probably a lot of good stuff in that hand. There's a Serrano. That only gets them Pokemon EX, right? So are they just getting more Gardevoir? Or are they playing Dunsparce EX? Nope, Pidgeot MEW Fezandipiti. Pidgeot's not really doing anything for you right now. I mean, Fezandipiti, that's a good pick. I guess Mew is too, but I don't know why you got Pidgeot. Yeah, okay. Very blech turn. No point in giving him Grand Tree. I'll just save that. I'll keep item locking. No energy in the discard pile, so we can't get another Bulbasaur up and running. We would just need to find that energy. I think we used all our bug catching sets. I think we only played 3. Well, there should... Maybe we just prized a bunch. Dude, I love this game. I love itchy pollinating for 7 turns to kill a Tatsugiri. And nothing happening during those 7 turns. I mean, it's what's working, right? The second I go into Venusaur, they're probably just... I mean, all those cards in their hand, they're gonna have an insane-ass turn. Discard like 35 energy, throw it all into the Screamtail. There's Jet Energy. It's not really what I'm wanting. Guess I could save that for the Bulbasaur. Just keep itchy pollinating them. We do kill Screamtail in a single hit with our Venusaur, so that is good. We top deck Boss, there could be something there. They wouldn't really have a backup attacker to go into to start charging up with the Gardevoir, except for Mimikyu. It's onto a Psychic Pokemon. Yeah, so the only Psychic Pokemon they have in play, I mean, I guess they could go into Mew. You know, so with that genome hacking, but we'd kill it before it even got it off. No, because they can charge it up fully in 1 turn. I just wouldn't... Yeah, we just instantly KO them in exchange, because that would put, like, 60 damage on them. There's an Arven. I don't think we play Iono in this deck. I wish we did, because it would be funny as hell to just bomp. Alright, my turn. Dude, Bennett. Bennett would go crazy here. They've got nothing but, like, supporters in their hand. Do we just kill the Tatsugiri? Yeah, we just kill the Tatsugiri. Why not? They'll get Fezandipiti, but honestly, it doesn't mean much if they can't use any of it. Take the first prize card. They're probably killing Budew this turn, which is fine, because then I just pop in with Venusaur. What are they going into, though? The Mimikyu. Alright, that does slow us down drastically, because we can only hit it for, what, 10 a turn? I guess more if they try to hit through Confusion. Yeah, no, they're just definitely attaching killing Budew this turn. There's no way they let this thing live after what he's put them through. And then just turn after that, start charging up their Screamtail. Screamtail can't KO us, right? Even with all that. Yeah, they'd be hitting 260 with all of the damage counters on it. And I don't even think, no, they'd be hitting, because they can't go up to 130. They don't have a way to do exactly 10 damage to it. So they'd only be hitting 240, actually. I mean, I guess they could kill an Ogerpon, but we just immediately crush its bones with Venusaur. There goes Budew. I can Nest Ball for Fezandipiti, so that's actually pretty baller for us. I can't get over how Venusaur looks like he's just fucking baked all the time. Feels like they really played into it with his, Gigantamax form. Because he looks like a pothead. There's our Perilous Jungle, there's an E-Switch. What do I do here? They don't have anything. Well, I guess they do have the Dunsparce. They could evolve into Dunsparce and then bench something like a Pidgeot. I could bump it next turn, though. So that would literally just get them a Dunsparce, and they already have a fat hand, so it's probably not like they're missing anything they need. I think I just go into the Perilous Jungle to start getting more damage on this thing. I'll go for an E-Switch. You don't need to have any energy on you, to be honest. I just want to start getting this thing prepared. Prepare for my arrival, worm. That does still poison and confuse. I was about to say, like, what's going on here? So they can hit me for 70, and I'll just heal it all off with my ability, Tranquil Flower. They do have 17 cards in their hand and no restrictions, because Budew has been dealt with. So there is quite a bit they could do. Yeah, probably just discard a shitload of energy. It would have to be energy, because you need it in the discard pile. Yeah. Okay, there's Dark, so they're probably playing Monkey Dory as well. Yeah, there's the Monkey Dory. That is gonna suck pretty hard, especially when KOing the Gardevoir. We can't heal it. We can heal off the Monkey Dory damage. So I guess poison just means nothing this matchup. They can't bench that. I mean, I guess they could. They could to Dunsparce. Get him off the bench. Honestly, it probably would have been smarter to do that, free up a bench space, because they have a lot of cards in their hand. They got the Mew. I guess they don't need the Mew and Pidgeot for draw support, so honestly, if they didn't have the Monkey Dory in their hand, yeah. They had to have another way to get to it, though. Like, you're telling me they got a hand this big, no Nest Ball or nothing, and they're going to try and hit through Confusion. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out. Oh, and they don't get Fez because he's dying to poison. Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out, Womp. Throw you up there. Don't want to give him Grand Tree just yet. We do have a Jet, Rare Candy, so we just need a single Venusaur, and we can do it to him next turn. Only 10 damage. They're not killing me. I'll just pass. Let the poison kill. Will not have access to Fezandipiti, because it was poison that killed and not damage. Even though it doesn't specify that. Typically cards specify that. It'll say knocked out due to damage, but this just says knocked out during your opponent's last turn. But technically it wasn't. Technically it was knocked out during Pokemon Checkup, so they should not have Fezandipiti. In comes Screamtail. They only have one Psychic. No, they got 3 in there at some point. Like I said, I'm not scared of Screamtail. You want to KO one of my Ogerpons, go ahead. Or I guess you could KO the Fezandipiti. Oh, they played both. Okay. That's why. So I guess they played the Screamtail for the bench snipe, so they just serve 2 different purposes. I guess, yeah, last Gardevoir deck I went against, I never saw the Drifloon, so I just assumed they'd replaced it with Screamtail, but I guess they just play both. Psychic Embrace, load up, shitload on the Screamtail, kill the Fezandipiti. They would need a lot more than they can put on currently. Yeah, they need another 3 energy in the discard pile. Not that I'm saying I doubt they can do it. 14 cards, I'm sure 3 of those are energy. They probably got an Ultra Ball. Just dump the energy into the discard, load it right back up. You could even snipe that Bulbasaur, actually. That would suck for us. Venusaur is our only set-up Pokemon I can play Grand Tree and bump it in the same turn, right? Okay, so they were just gonna kill the Bulbasaur. So I think next turn I am just gonna play Grand Tree. Can't play it the first turn that it evolves, right? Yeah, during their first turn. Okay, so throw down Bulbasaur. Fezandipiti. Countercatcher, Arven, Nest Ball. Bug Catching Set, see if I can't get any energy. Perfect. Start attaching that energy. I don't want to commit too hard to getting this Bulbasaur up, just in case. I think I'll go ahead and grab the switch, though. I don't think I'll play it this turn, though. Tranquil Flower. I mean, I might as well heal off the 10. There's literally no point in not doing it. Kill Screamtail. They will get access to Fezandipiti because it did kill through damage. There's another grass. They'll go into probably Drifloon. No, Fezandipiti. They could, I guess, boss KO my Bulbasaur. He just has to survive one turn and we can Grand Tree him. That's all that really matters right now. Manually attached to the Fezandipiti. Flip the script. 18 card hand. Neither of us really have any hand disruption. I mean, I'm sure they do. They probably have an Iono. I think I should throw an Iono in here. Maybe cut a Jet, because I've really not used Jet energy at all. I think it's good to have, though. Just as a backup. But maybe... How many do I play? I think I only play 2. Yeah, no, I feel like there's something in here. I don't play any recovery either. Like, I have no Night Stretchers. I have no Super Rod. Those are always the cards I forget. I always forget recovery when I build my deck. It just feels like everything else is, like, too important, right? Like, I always want to play super high Nest Ball, super high Ultra Ball, right? In comes the Drifloon. 2 bosses probably too much. Other decks can afford to be more aggressive with them, but we just kind of need... supporter cards right now. So probably cut maybe the boss, maybe the Jet. Probably cut Gardenia. It's a good card to have, but I don't know. Maybe an Ogerpon. 2 seems fine. But we have 3, and I want to be able to guarantee we get 2 down, so... Actually, only 1. I don't think we've ever attached to the second, so maybe 2 is fine. They're not KOing me, so I don't know what they're... Actually, are they? I don't know. What's 3 times 8? No, probably the Fezandipiti. Anything they KO, I honestly don't really care. Yeah, fine. Fair enough. Ogerpon with the energy attached. So yeah, I guess just... Teal Dance, E-Switch. Okay, well, first, this is going to be a learning. Can you play Stadium and bump it on the same turn? We are about to find out. Actually, I guess, yeah, I just don't want to give him to Dunsparce. Oh, well, we don't need to find out. Okay. Steel Dance U. E-Switch U to U. I'll just use... No, I mean, there's no point in using the Jet energy. I should save it for a switch. Rare Candy. Boom, bam. And we will kill this thing. They have no attackers, really. They have no good attackers. They could bench Ursaluna boss KO. I didn't think of that. That is a possibility. They do have all their cards in their hand. Suppose technically with 20, I mean, they have a 20 card hand. They could just set up another, like, Drifloon. It is a single prizer. Blender. Alright. Honestly, maybe we will win by them decking themselves out. Yeah, I mean, they're probably just gonna, let me guess. Here, they have Hero's Cape, Drifloon, and Boss in their hand. They got a fat hand. We don't really have any hand disruptions, so they are kind of just free to do whatever they want. So there's probably a Boss in there as well. Yeah, it just feels like there's so much like this deck needs, right? Like it needs recovery, probably needs hand disruption, but I don't know what I would cut to do that. Oh, well, they can't attach to Fezandipiti anymore. Oh, they had a switch. Alright. We do have double Tranquil Flower, so... I haven't used a supporter card yet. Ultra Ball... Just more energy? No, Mew Monkey Dory for what? The Dunsparce? Are they missing a piece, or are they just wanting to, like, see how much they can do? Looks like they're possibly... I don't know. Are they just trying to deck themselves out? No, I guess they were just looking for the Bravery Charm. Alright, fair enough. Fair game. Unless one of those last two cards is their boss's orders. Artisan, even if it was... I don't think we can, because we would need at least 2 turns to KO one of their 2 prizers. So, couldn't KO Fezandipiti, couldn't KO Gardevoir. Nah, here comes the Psychic Embrace. Definitely have a boss's orders in that hand. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Nah, yeah, the 2-turn KO with Venusaur EX just really stinks. I've always been of, like, the mindset that, like, when it comes to prize trade, there's, like, a very specific way it has to work for something to be viable. And with a 2 prize card, you have to be taking, like... Because, like, I feel like it's actually easier to explain it with, like a single prize card. Like, I don't think single prize decks are good, because typically with a single prizer, you know, unless there's, you know, some exceptions, like Drifloon, stuff like that, but typically with single prize decks, it's like you have to take 2 turns to KO an EX, right? Whereas an EX only really needs 1 turn to KO you, right? So, like, there's no point in playing a single prizer, because at the end of the day, the prize trade is equal, right? You're taking 2 prize cards every 2 turns. They're taking 1 prize card a turn, so it evens out, right? So, like, in my mind, you know, there's no point in playing a single prizer, unless, right, there are, like, very specific interactions, like something like Feraligatr, right? You're not really hitting enough to KO an EX, but you do have the ability with flip turn to negate them a prize card. So it kind of evens out the prize trade to a more positive one for you. But with Venusaur, like, as an EX, I feel like ideally you should be taking, you know, 2 prize cards a turn. Or at least 1 turn if you're against a single prize deck. But you're only hitting 150, right? Like, that's nothing. Is that enough? I think so. That's, yeah, 300. They're hitting 340, I think. No way. Gardevoir just comes in and KOs us. We don't have the ability to heal off all of that damage. They probably have a boss in hand. I mean, we can go ahead and try. Oh, it has to be in the active spot, so I guess Tranquil Flower you. I'll just switch into you. Tranquil Flower you. So we are only healing off 120. If they have a boss, it's done for. We're done for. We're cooked. What do we do? Do we kill the Drifloon? I think we do. I'll bump that stadium anyways. Just kill Drifloon. Yeah, they just come in with Gardevoir boss, I suppose. I don't think there's anything we can do to get around that. Yeah, the only other... Can't KO Fezandipiti in 1 turn. We're only hitting 150, so... Yeah, no, counter... No, no, no. Yeah, no. Ursaluna's prized, right? I mean, I could see if he's in the deck. Pretty sure he's my last... Yeah, no. If he was here, we could do something, but unfortunately, he is one of my last 2 prize cards, so... We do just gotta go for that dangerous Tox Whip, and unfortunately let Venusaur EX pass away peacefully in his sleep. And there he is, of course. He would be the one I pick. He's mocking me. That's insane. That's insane. You really gotta do me like that, Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Come on. Just get it over with. Accidentally use an Arven, please. That would be huge. Misclick and click to place an Arven. Here's flip the script. Yeah, a lot of people don't like BMing, and like I understand why, but I don't consider playing out your hand if you have game to be BMing personally. Because I think it's fun to do it too. I think BMing would be like emote spamming. I think that's BMing, because you're doing that purposefully to be a dick. I guess you could also be playing out your hand to be a dick, but I also just play it out because I think it's fun. I think it's fun, like, doing everything I physically can. Oh, they're Ionoing. I guess they don't have boss's orders. And we top deck boss's orders. Okay. Huh. They either only play one, or they are in the same boat as me, and they just got unlucky enough to prize the one card they needed to win the game. What could they go into? I KO that for the win, though. I mean, I guess they've just accepted they've lost. Oh, no, they're going to try and snipe it. Oh, never mind. I forgot about Screamtail. Yeah, no, they can't snipe. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I guess they were just going into Gardevoir to get more energy in the discard pile or something. Yeah, that's hitting 120. Oh, no, they conceded. They had the game there, though. Unless I'm tweaking out. They conceded mid-turn. Did they just lose, like, Wi-Fi? Did they kick the router with their foot or something? They had game, right? Screamtail. Yeah, 20-1 for each damage counter on this Pokemon. We had... It was 330 minus 120. I'm bad at math, so 330. I'm actually going to have to pull up a calculator for first grade math. Don't laugh at me. 330 minus 120. I feel like it says 210, but I feel like they monkeyed me at some point, right? Because I think we had 270 on us. I think they monkeyed me 2 turns in a row. So there was 270 on us. I'm almost positive, right? So 270 minus 330. They needed to do 70 damage to us, okay, is what they needed to do. They had 6 damage counters on it. So each damage counter, they were hitting for 120 damage. And they had us 120 damage snipe to any Pokemon, including my bench. They had to have accidentally, like, I don't know, their mom was yelling at him to come down for dinner, and she got mad, and she, like, unplugged the router. And he spiked his keyboard. But, I mean, that's the only thing I can think that would have happened. That is the most logical solution to the problem that we just faced. There was nothing else that could have happened. Oh well. Oh, I zoned out. Black Hell. Ooh, dude, you're so cool. You're so cool, Black Hell. My life is a black hell. I only play dark Pokemon because they're the only ones who understand me, Dad. Oh, they won the coin flip. It's because I didn't do my catchphrase. If I had said head, what is it? I don't remember. Always get ahead with heads or tails never fails. I would have won. Yeah, and there's the Mimikyu. Is this the guy we just played? What was their name? Oh, hell yeah. Double mulligan. Triple mulligan. No, this is someone else. It's fantastic. Well, at least they took 2 mulligans. Just give me a second. We going first or second? They're going second, so we're going first. So I'll throw Bulbasaur in the active. Unfortunately, well, I mean, we did have Jet. Could have... it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, just... Poffin. There's Budew. There's a Venusaur. Poffin. For these two... I don't know, do I Jet? I feel like I maybe save that for next turn, and then I could just Jet into the Budew, because they're probably just going to item lock me. There's nothing else I can really do. Just gotta wait for some better cards to reach our hand. There's Fezandipiti. They've also got an Ogerpon. What are we going up against? I didn't really pay attention to the mulligan. I think I'm gonna go back and look at those. Precious Trolley. Okay, interesting. Noctowl. Oh, is this the, what's it called? Tera Box deck that just plays a bunch of, like, Ogerpons? I think it is. Yeah, you just sort of, like, attack with Ogerpon, correct? At least I think it is. Yeah, unless they've just not played their attacker yet, and these are just supporters. Could be Regidrago, I guess. And they just want to take advantage of the Terra, because most Regidragos don't play Area Zero, but I mean, if you got Ogerpon's benched, you might as well. Retreat out of Squawkabilly, or they're going to hit me with Motivate. Yeah, this has to be Tera Box, because I've not seen any dragon stuff yet, so it's definitely not Regidrago. Alright, I think this is my first time going against this deck. I think it's been popping off mostly in Japan. I don't know if there's like a specific card that was added in Journey Together that really helps it, or if it just hasn't really popped off here yet, but I've definitely seen it in a lot of Japanese tournaments, so maybe it's rotation, maybe something's rotating that holds it back right now. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not very familiar with the deck overall, so just see what they go into from here. Shitload of grass Ogerpon. They definitely have this attack first turn. Just another E-switch. Actually, I think they could just attach from hand. Yeah, okay, so Ogerpon is their attacker. So, honestly, I really wish we were playing Conkeldurr here, because they'd be doing nothing to me. Ooh, Bravery Charm Budew. That's grody. I almost don't want to friggin'... I was about to say, I almost don't want to bump Area Zero. Just because that would just give him a free get rid of Squawkabilly. Probably dump, what, an Ogerpon, maybe Greninja? Or no, a Budew. A Budew is what you'd want to bump. Not they're gonna motivate. Well, good news is that they get, like, no benefit from Grand Tree, but the unfortunate news is we don't have Grand Tree, so I'm just gonna have to go into Budew. That's all I can Budew right now. This is a very stinky opening hand, plus all those mulligans we had to take. And we didn't get our mulligans because... Or did we? I don't think we did. Yeah, it's because we took more mulligans, right? That cancels ours out. Yeah. No, they mulliganed, and we mulliganed 3 times, so it canceled each other out, and they got a mulligan, and we didn't. So I guess it wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought they took 3 mulligans for some reason, but no, they canceled them out. So they took a single mulligan. Yeah, we are lacking basically all of the crucial pieces to do anything with this deck. Badew's dying. We don't have Fezandipiti down, so that sucks. It's not gonna help. Stadium doesn't really help us. I mean, I guess we could bench, but there's no point in benching. Can't even bench because we got nothing in our hand. Yeah, God, I just really wish I had Fezandipiti right now. That would go so crazy. Well, I mean, it wouldn't even go crazy. We'd get 3 cards. Probably wouldn't be able to do much with them, but it would help because we just have nothing in our hand. There goes Budew. Throw up, I guess just Bulbasaur. Another Perilous Jungle. Could counter catch or trap something. just throw that up, I guess. End my turn. Ugh. This is what I get for making fun of this guy when the match started. He's gonna cook me. Cook me, grill me, serve me on a platter. Noctowl. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything I can really do here. I don't have any cards in my hand. I don't really have any way to search for cards. Which is crazy, because I feel like I played 30 energy in this deck. Ideally, we get like a Gardenia. I feel like that would be the best card. Well, no, because we don't have any grass in our hand. So ideally, we get Gardenia. The two cards we draw are both grass energy, and also we top deck a grass energy. So we'd have to top deck 2 cards next turn if we want to have any chance of winning this game. And they're just going to kill Bulbasaur. I'll push up the other Bulbasaur. Or, I mean, I guess maybe Ogerpon. No matter what. Yeah, they've got enough energy on that Ogerpon to pretty much kill anything, I think. Yeah. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. They're only doing 150. So, it's good to know that even in this deck, it still sucks. You're not killing anything. Well, I mean, you are, but that's because I can't evolve anything. That actually gives me an idea for my Mimikyu deck, though. That's actually kind of clever to go with the Motivate. To try and energize your fat energy stack attacker. I always forget he has that attack. I just never really think about it, just because you only ever use him to Squawk in Season, and you try and get rid of him as soon as possible. But he does have that energizing attack. Retreat into one of their plethora of Ogerpon attackers. Put me out of my misery, please. Oh, now they're going to Super Rod. If we keep feeding them 1 prize card a turn, there is a very good chance they deck themselves out and we win by concession. They've already gone through basically their whole deck in 2 turns. I'm tired. Ugh. Dude, I gotta go to work in 3 hours. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I guess I'll just do this. Okay. Do I even want to bump the stadium? Because they just get rid of... I mean, like... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They get rid of a useless Budew. They just get rid of these 3, right? Because these 3 are useless, right? So honestly, I feel like this would only be hurting myself, because I'd be getting rid of... I mean, I guess everything they have is kind of weak, right? The idea I'm working with is that if I want to have any chance of winning this game, I just let them keep killing my Bulbasaurs until I get Ursaluna down, and then hope I have enough switches and jet energies in my deck to just constantly pivot, 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 kill, pivot, kill, pivot, kill. So honestly, maybe these things aren't that useful. So I think I'll just bump it just to, I don't know, maybe make their life slightly harder. This doesn't matter, because ideally we kill these 2 things, because these are what can attack. After we kill these 2, and honestly, that might make it better for me, because I'd be getting rid of the Motivate. It'd be harder for them to get a shitload of energies onto their Ogerpons if we manage to kill. And we'd be attacking for very little energy, so... I mean, hell, 5 energies on this thing. They're only hitting 150. It's not enough to kill my Ursaluna. Can't do anything, so I guess I'll just pass. Hope they don't disrupt the hand. There is a potential, if we get an Arven, to maybe get out. Well, there's another Area 0. What are they benching, though? Maybe more Ogerpons. I'll just bump that, too. I don't know. Just trying to work off the very little I have. There's an E-switch. If we kill that thing, what do they do? Like, seriously, if we manage to kill that thing, what do they do? Okay, you can kill my Ogerpon. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair enough. Okay, so they kill Ogerpon. Then they kill a Bulbasaur. Okay, so they kill Ogerpon. Next turn, I push up a Bulbasaur, but I'd have to bench Ursaluna that turn, correct? Because if they kill that Bulbasaur, and then I would be forced to push up my other Bulbasaur, and I couldn't switch into him unless I guess I got to switch. All of their energy is on this thing. Let's push up Bulbasaur. Push up this Bulbasaur. We get a switch, we can attack this turn, because we have the E-switch. We have an Ultra Ball. Get myself Fezandipiti, finally. Or bench Fezandipiti? They probably have a boss, right? Let me boss see it. Ooh, that's actually kind of a scary thought. The Ursaluna idea is kind of a crackpot theory to begin with. I don't really want to bank everything on, well, this has to work, right? Especially because we did manage to get an Arven. Okay, so play you. Switch. Arven. Switch. Switch. Bloodmoon. There's all their energy gone. They probably have something I'm not thinking of. I don't know, though. Bug Catching Set and Energy Switch. Ideally, we just get a bunch of Switch cards and Jet Energies. Actually, just Switch cards. No, Jet Energies would help. We cannot attack next turn. That does give them a free turn to set up. Even if they get, I mean, like, how much energy could they hypothetically get onto this thing in one turn? Like 3? Okay, hit me for 90. Yeah, what do they have? There's got to be something this deck has that, like, I'm missing. Because, like, there's no way this is a good deck, right? Load all of your energy onto one mediocre attacker, die, and lose it all. There has to be some card I'm not thinking of that allows them to accelerate, like, 35 energy in a single turn. Otherwise, you're just poking at nothing and dying. Honestly, Venusaur would go kind of hard here. We could, heal off some of this damage. What would we need? We need a lot, though. Probably don't have it. Now they're gonna item lock me. Can't do anything this turn anyways, so... Alright, so that's the... I guess that's the idea. You just item lock. If we had a better attacker, we might be able to boss, but we can't do anything this turn anyways, so... Here's an Arven. I'll throw him down anyways, why not? I don't even know what we'd Arven for. Can't play a Switch. I mean, I guess I'll just grab something for next turn. Rare Candy, maybe? Yeah, I'm still kind of liking the idea, or the potential for healing with Venusaur. We can kill Budew next turn. That gives them more turns to energize their Ogerpon, though. 1, 2, 3... 60. They need, what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. They need 9 energy on that thing to KO my Ursaluna in a single hit. They don't have to KO it in a single hit, though. They could swap between the 2 Ogerpons. Just try and hit me from both sides. There's the Gardenias, so there's 2 energy on it. I figured that was in there. They do play grass energy. There's 5. Do they not have any more energy in their deck? That's what I was thinking, right? Like, you can only play so much energy. Okay? Like, you truly can, okay? There's only so much energy you can play. There's 4. And if we hit a Venusaur up, we can heal ourselves. And they need at least... I don't know if we can heal ourselves faster than they kill us, though, is my worry. I guess we'll find out. We are also no longer KOing that. Yeah, we really don't have any other options but Bloodmoon. I don't think we're winning. Because, yeah, we do now need 2 turns to kill that. I think they kill us in 2, too, but they get to attack first, so... There's a Nest Ball. Nest Ball's not that useful. I guess, hypothetically, we could... What would we need? Oh, and you know what? This only heals if it's in the active spot. I forgot about that. So Venusaur wasn't a good play in the first place. Yeah, we should have grabbed a switch with that Arven. Oh, well. Yeah. How much is that? It's 5. Oh, no, they're just gonna boss KO. Alright, fair enough. Ugh. I'm surprised we managed to make it as far as we did. Ugh. No, we just kind of got to the point where we had one very slim hope of winning with a very specific card. At least we didn't prize him this turn. Or, I mean, this game. They're not even killing my... Oh my god. Dude, this deck sucks. This deck won in a very specific circumstance. If they had been going against literally anyone else, they would have lost. I'm just gonna see if there's anything I could potentially draw into that maybe would do something. I mean, he probably just has another boss. Does he? 2? I don't know. He does play like 35 energy. Maybe his hand's too thin for boss. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Oh, I could have rare candy Venusaur. I didn't even think of that. Okay, I'll just do that. Punch with Bloodmoon. He's gonna hit me this turn, and if I don't have a way to retreat Ursaluna next turn, I lose. And I have to retreat and be able to attack. Ah, he had the boss. Yeah, there it is. Now, I mean, surprising, I made it to what? Round 8 with everything I had in my hand. That deck still does not feel good. Like, even though they beat me with it, I feel like that deck sucks. I don't get the upside of it, right? I mean, I truly don't. They won because we really weren't able to get our Venusaurs out. Like, they kind of managed to... What's the word I'm thinking of? I feel like they only managed to really get that far because we were playing a really bad deck, and we had really bad top decks. Like, I don't see how that does anything against... I mean, maybe just... Like, I mean, maybe Charizard because you hit for weakness, but what does that do against our Chaladon? Right? Like, you're killing all their Ogerpons in one hit. I mean, I guess they have Bravery Charm, but they're doing, what, 10 damage to you every turn? Like, what is the... I just don't really get the upside of that deck. Also, we were only one turn away from winning by, I think, them decking themselves out, which was funny. Alright, final round with Venusaur EX. These have been long ones. I'll go Tails. Tails never fails. Forgot to say that, so it might not work, but that's just because I forgot to say it. Yep, if I had said it beforehand, it would have worked. What are you gonna do, huh? Huh? Go ahead, make your play. Shoot your shot. You're gonna fall right into my... Actually, no. Maybe. I don't know. Do get to start a Bulbasaur. And we got turn 1 Grand Tree. Don't have turn 1 Stadium to bump Grand Tree, though. I still haven't tested that. I'm going to try that this game. I'm going to play Grand Tree and see if you can't bump it immediately after you play it. Hydregion. Alright, fair enough. So they probably have a Petrion EX in there. Go for Nest Ball, Ogerpon. I'll Teal Dance. I said I'll Teal Dance. Attach. We can attack next turn with Arven, and we do hit for weakness, so that's pretty cool. If we get Perilous Jungle out, we can, indeed. Start swinging really early, get some kills on Hydregions. Hydregion. I always say hydrogen, like the atomic element. Hydregion. Not dre. Not drigen. Region, right? Hydra and region. Why region? Because Bulbasaur, it's like he's a bulb dinosaur, right? Hydra's just, he's a Hydra, right? What's the region for? I'll throw you down. I don't know if I want to give him Grand Tree yet. Because that would just immediately go into a Hydrogen. Hydregion! Oh, wait, you know what? No, I can't attack because I need another energy to attach to you, so I'll just go into Bug Catching Set. I think I go double energy. Teal Dance. There's an Ultra Ball. Can't boss his orders. Trying to think. I could switch. I'd be hitting 369. I'd be hitting 90. I would be hitting enough to kill something with you. So if next turn they don't have Hydregion out, I think I'll boss KO that Dino. If they do have Hydregion out, they're gonna kill my Bulbasaur. Sinnoh does nothing. I don't use that. No, only Zweilous. We do kill that with my pal over here. They're gonna find a friend. Yep. I'm assuming another Hydregion. Maybe Fezandipiti too, because I'm gonna kill this thing. Yep, they're expecting it. All right, fair enough. Fair game. Fair game. Oh, they don't get to bench them though. We did not get an energy, which is unfortunate. That does give them another turn to set up that Zweilous. Can't attack at all. Nothing we could get with Ultra Ball. So. Feels bad. Feels very bad. We are at their mercy. Can't do anything. Oh god, that sucks. Ugh. Okay, probably just gonna go for Crashing Headbutt. If they don't have one. No, they do. Crashing Headbutt. That's 200 off bat and discard 2 cards. 3 cards, and there's a Rare Candy. Ogerpon Venusaur. Good god. Tranquil Flower. And we did not get... We did not get... Do I... Ogerpon... We did not get the stadium we need. Okay. I'll hit with Tox Whip. Can't get him turn 1 KO. That's... They could not be able to hit through the confusion. That's what we're relying on very heavily right now. Come on, give me this. Give me this. Maybe we'll get another Hydrogen set up. I knew that, but honestly, it didn't really feel like there was anything else I could do. Because if I did nothing, I mean, I'd just be relying on top decks. Of course they wouldn't. Why would they? Alright. There goes my other Rare Candy, so... It's gonna be a fast one. I don't know, what do we push up? I guess Ogerpon, right? So we can maybe KO it, and then they just immediately respond with this, KO me. There's an E-Switch. I guess we just try and tank with this. Go for a Fezandipiti. Playing off a very small hand here. There's another E-Switch. Arven for a Bug Catching Set. This is dying. They're going to push up with this. I think I just have to let him kill my Ogerpon. And then I really want to get a Budew down. We have no more Venusaurs, and we still haven't thrown any recovery cards in here, so this is our last Venusaur. I forgot to do that. I'm just going to get a Budew to go down. That way, when this thing dies, I don't know, maybe it'll buy me a turn. There's Perilous Jungle. If they kill this thing, we can Perilous Jungle get that next turn. Alright, they're gonna go into Temple of Sinnoh. Ooh, I think they know what's coming. There's an Arven. There's another Grass Energy. What do you even get with Arven? I think I want a Nest Ball for Ursaluna at some point. Do I go ahead and throw him down now? I think I just start attaching to you as well. Or do I go into Budew? I think I am just going to go into Budew, actually. They're going for Obsidian. I feel like Obsidian's useless here. I mean, what? You kill the Budew? I guess it would set these two up for a KO. You would need 2 turns anyways, so I think that's probably what they're going for. I think they know what I have in store for them with this Venusaur combo, and they're just too scared to put Hydregion into the active. Let's have a free retreat. Go into Hydregion at any point. Hydregion. Fuck. So... no more bug catching sets. I'll get this in case I need to attach something to, like, the Ursaluna, or maybe this to retreat. We're just waiting for a boss's orders. Teal Dance. Do I want to bench this? Not really. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They do only need 2 KOs. I might as well just throw it down. After this, I'm probably going to start passing too, because I don't want to kill that and give them counter catcher or the advantage in the price trade. You know what? No, I'll just take it. Why not? I'd rather something happen than just sit here and be bored out of my mind for 30 minutes. See if they do anything with that. That'll give them Fezandipiti. What are they wanting to draw into? What would help them here? Are they trying to Briar? That might be what they're going for. Is Briar 2 or 3 prize cards? It's 2 prize cards. Okay, interesting. Double Teal Dance here. Increase our chance of drawing into boss. No boss's orders. There's Ursaluna, though. I'll go ahead and bench him. They're trying to get me to deck myself out, because I didn't even realize I had so few cards in my hand, in my deck. You gotta go into something at some point. Like, come on now. What happens if we just pass indefinitely? I'm curious. I'm just gonna see what happens if we just keep passing. Because I don't want to give him Briar. Maybe it was the item lock that was doing something. Maybe they were passing because they literally couldn't do anything, I guess. Because they are immediately going for an Arven. Devolution, alright, fair enough, fair enough. Probably just gonna try and kill. Well, that would kill my... Not try to, that would. No, because they can't Devolution and attack in the same turn. So I guess they're just gonna hit me with Obsidian with that Hydrogen, and then Devolution the next turn. Maybe, I don't know. I could heal off that damage with my ability, though. I'm just glad to see something happening. No, and they still pass. They still pass. Okay. Come on now. Come on now, man. Have Briar. Have Briar. You've got Briar, okay? Do you have... I don't think they have game, but here's something for you. Do something. Do something with what I have given you. Okay, and they're going to go into another Morpeko. I think... Are they waiting for an Iono to shrink my hand? Because the second they go... They can't... I don't think they can. I mean, I guess unless they have Monkey Dory. Even if they have Monkey Dory. I don't know what they're trying to do. Obsidian won't kill anything. It'll set them up for a KO next turn. But the second Hydrogen goes into the active, I kill it with Venusaur. So I guess they have to be just waiting on an Iono. That has to be their game plan here. Devolution doesn't do anything, man. It goes into my hand, and then I just immediately respond with an evolution, and then you have nothing. Okay, they have to be... Is it Iono Devolution? Like, I seriously don't know what they're, like, trying to do here. Yeah, that just puts it into my hand. And now you don't... I mean, I guess you can retreat with that steal anyways, but then I do this, though. I think they're just trying to buy turns until I deck myself out. Did I prize my last boss? Let me check. I probably should have checked for that earlier at some point. No, it's in there. So I will have a KO on you before I deck myself out. So they have... I think they're just waiting on an Iono, which sucks. Because if they do get an Iono, then there's nothing I can do about that. We don't really have a... Yeah. Oh well. I mean, if they get an Iono, they just get it like that. That is the nature of the game. We've got 3 Hydrogen set up. This is insane. What could they... Okay, there's an evolution. What do they want? I think they're trying to get me to deck myself out. Honestly, should I have gone into Venusaur already? Because they'd only be hitting me for 200, right? Let me see. If I go into Venusaur and kill this, they come and hit me for 200, and then I just immediately respond with a KO. Yeah. Okay, they come in. They can at most hit me for 200. That doesn't kill me. Okay, yeah. So I think I should have just been going into Venusaur already. I guess they just were like, he doesn't realize that. Okay, this forces them to come in with Hydrogen. Hydrogen can't KO me in a single turn. And then I just Perilous Jungle kill it in a single turn. Obsidian gets him at most 1 prize card. This game was a whole lot of nothing. I hate myself for not seeing that earlier. I thought they would manage to get 2 attacks off, but no, I kill them in 1 turn. Okay, so they have to Iono. They don't have Iono. Okay. You can Obsidian, it doesn't do anything. Man, I really don't care. Yeah, they just need a single steal on it. You can hit me with Obsidian, you can take your single... You can kill Budew. Go ahead. Here's your consolation, Budew. Yeah, no, they crispened. There's no item cards I can think of that would win them the game. Oh no, you got my boss's orders. I don't need that anymore. Finally, good god. Oh wait, no, it's a dark type. I forgot about that. I guess we kill him with Budew if they don't switch. Alright. I decked out. Oh my god. I forgot that was a dark type. Yeah, okay. This is the second time in the series of this channel that I've been relying on a stadium to win me the game without fully understanding what the stadium did and then lost the game because of that stadium. This is Conkeldurr all over again. God damn it. God damn it, I need to read my deck. I need to take the time. Yeah, each poison non-dark type Pokemon. Okay. Yeah. Can't believe I did that again. Oh my god.